Mgtow Explained. In the era of the internet, the ability to connect with people around the world has increased dramatically, so much so that a collective of forums, websites, dating coaches and online courses on masculinity exist. This collective is called the Manosphere. We did a video on the Manosphere. For an in-depth look at that, click here. In this video we take a look at an extreme subset of the Manosphere called Mgtow, which means men going their own way. The Mgtow philosophy is elaborately laid out on the Mgtow.com website, which summarizes it as a statement of self-ownership, where the modern man preserves and protects his own sovereignty above all else. Discussions tend to center on classic Manosphere complaints such as the evils of women and misandry, hatred of men. Most of all, they focus on the dangers of interacting with women. As with many areas of the Manosphere, it is difficult to know where most users of Mgtow forums and communities are based, though the majority communicate in English, and comments and usernames suggest that the US, Canada and the UK are common locations. The Mgtow movement and its philosophy can even be seen as far as the White House, in which the then Vice President, Mike Pence, remarked that he would never eat a meal alone with a woman who is not his wife. And before long, a book was published based on this notion titled Thepence Principle, by Randall Bentwick, where he writes, "Every man in America could stand to learn a lesson or two from our Vice President. Be smart, defend yourself, your career, your family and your life from the false accusations of women today and into the future." This naturally did not go unnoticed by the Mgtow movement, whose celebrations were evident in postings online with threads titled, "Why Feminists Fear the Mike Pence Rule," and YouTube videos, "We Invented the Pence Rule." The men going their own way, Mgtow, can also be seen as a separatist manosphere group that focuses on individualistic, self-empowering actions as opposed to traditional collective actions typical of men's rights activists and incels. Mgtow comprises of mostly straight, white, middle-class men from North America and Europe. Unlike other anti-feminist groups, Mgtow espouse the abandonment of women in a Western society that has been corrupted by feminism. They mostly believe that the existing system does not exist to help them, but rather it disadvantages them and is impossible to amend, so Mgtows are going their own way. Mgtow believe that they are victims of gynocentrism, that the male gender role entraps men as silent breadwinners. They believe that by leading the charge in technological advances they spawn situations in which women are privileged and have narcissistic tendencies, while rendering the average guy inconsequential. Convinced that feminism will ultimately bring about societal demise, Mgtow vow to expunge themselves of gynocentric influences, and to nurse their besieged masculinities with the support of other men online. At the core of their philosophy is a neo-individualistic dogma to live on one's own terms at all costs. The evolutionary and scientific arguments for Mgtow has been laid. The theoretical framework has been laid down for Mgtow for the most part. The origins of Mgtow are unclear, though it seems to have emerged from the RP, red pill, phenomenon. Red pill is a term appropriated from the 1999 film The Matrix that provides the manosphere with a metaphor for waking up to society's gynocentric evils. Its antithesis, the blue pill, is blissful or willful ignorance. See the video we did on the red pill. In recent times, members of the Mgtow movement have distanced themselves from other sects of the manosphere, particularly the pickup artist space of the red pill. They feel that the red pill has become equated with pickup artists, PUA. Pickup artists are men who tailor their maneuvers to maximize on sexual encounters with different women, game, having become aware of what they perceive as women's dominance in the dating sphere, especially given the current popularity of social media and dating apps. In conclusion, Mgtow is primarily a masculinist reaction to feminism that finds its conclusions in anti-feminism and some radicalism. The internet provides Mgtow an anonymous, homosocial type space, where men can resurrect lost notions of masculinity. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing for more videos like this. Till next time.